Unemployment insurance weekly claims. Transmission of materials in this release is embargoed until 8:30 a.m. Eastern, Thursday, December 17, 2020. Seasonally adjusted data. In the week ending December 12, the advance figure for seasonally adjusted initial claims was 885,000, an increase of 23,000 from the previous week's revised level. The previous week's level was revised up by 9,000 from 853,000 to 862,000. The 4-week moving average was 812,500, an increase of 34,250 from the previous week's revised average. The previous week's average was revised up by 2,250 from 776,000 to 778,250. The advanced seasonally adjusted insured unemployment rate was 3.8% for the week ending December 5, a decrease of 0.1 percentage point from the previous week's unrevised rate. The advance number for seasonally adjusted insured unemployment during the week ending December 5 was 5,508,000, a decrease of 273,000 from the previous week's revised level. The previous week's level was revised up 24,000 from 5,757,000 to 5,781,000. The 4-week moving average was 5,726,250, a decrease of 215,500 from the previous week's revised average. The previous week's average was revised up by 6,000 from 5,935,750 to 5,941,750. Unadjusted data. The advance number of actual initial claims under state programs, unadjusted, totaled 935,138 in the week ending December 12, a decrease of 21,335, or minus 2.2%, from the previous week. The seasonal factors had expected a decrease of 44,737, or minus 4.7%, from the previous week. There were 270,547 initial claims in the comparable week in 2019. In addition, for the week ending December 12, 53 states reported 455,037 initial claims for pandemic unemployment assistance. The advance unadjusted insured unemployment rate was 3.7% during the week ending December 5, a decrease of 0.3 percentage point from the prior week. The advance unadjusted level of insured unemployment in state programs totaled 5,492,701, a decrease of 312,357, or minus 5.4%, from the preceding week. The seasonal factors had expected a decrease of 39,403, or minus 0.7%, from the previous week. A year earlier the rate was 1.2% and the volume was 1,728,066. The total number of continued weeks claimed for benefits in all programs for the week ending November 28 was 20,646,779, an increase of 1,603,281 from the previous week. There were 1,782,260 weekly claims filed for benefits in all programs in the comparable week in 2019. During the week ending November 28, extended benefits were available in the following 27 states: Alaska, California, Connecticut, Delaware, District of Columbia, Georgia, Hawaii, Illinois, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Puerto Rico, Rhode Island, Texas, Vermont, the Virgin Islands, and Washington. Initial claims for UI benefits filed by former federal civilian employees totaled 2,234 in the week ending December 5, an increase of 301 from the prior week. There were 821 initial claims filed by newly discharged veterans, an increase of 196 from the preceding week. There were 16,501 continued weeks claimed filed by former federal civilian employees the week ending November 28, an increase of 2,713 from the previous week. Continued weeks claimed filed by newly discharged veterans totaled 10,202, an increase of 1,059 from the prior week. During the week ending November 28, 51 states reported 9,244,556 continued weekly claims for pandemic unemployment assistance benefits and 51 states reported 4,801,408 continued claims for pandemic emergency unemployment compensation benefits. The highest insured unemployment rates in the week ending November 28 were in California 7.0, New Mexico 6.7, Alaska 6.6, Hawaii 6.5, Nevada 6.1, Illinois 5.6, Puerto Rico, 5.6, Pennsylvania, 5.5, Massachusetts, 5.4, and the Virgin Islands, 5.4. The largest increases in initial claims for the week ending December 5 were in California, plus 48,341, Illinois, plus 33,485, Texas, plus 22,729, Pennsylvania, plus 16,955, and New York, plus 16,814, while the largest decreases were in Louisiana, minus 2,666, Kentucky, minus 1,151, New Mexico, minus 378, the Virgin Islands, 7, and North Dakota, 96. Unemployment insurance data for regular state programs. Week ending December 12. Initial claims seasonally adjusted 885,000. Initial claims not seasonally adjusted 935,138. 4-week moving average seasonally adjusted 812,500. Week ending December 5. Insured unemployment seasonally adjusted 5,508,000. Insured unemployment not seasonally adjusted 5,492,701. 4-week moving average seasonally adjusted 5,726,250. Insured unemployment rate seasonally adjusted 3.8%. Insured unemployment rate not seasonally adjusted 3.7%. Initial claims filed in federal programs unadjusted. Week ending December 12. Pandemic unemployment assistance 455,037. Week ending December 5. Federal employees UCFE 2,234. Newly discharged veterans UCX 821. Continued weeks claimed for UI benefits in all programs unadjusted. Week ending November 28. Total 20,646,779. Footnotes. SA seasonally adjusted data. NSA not seasonally adjusted data. Continued weeks claimed represent all weeks of benefits claimed during the week being reported, and do not represent weeks claimed by unique individuals. 1. Prior year is comparable to most recent data. 2. Most recent week used covered employment of 146,534,375 as denominator. 3. Information on the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance (PUA) program can be found in UIPL 16-20, PUA program information. 4. Information on the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation (PEUC) program can be found in Unemployment Insurance Program Letter, UIPL 17-20, PEUC program information. 5. Information on the EB program can be found here, EB program information. 6. Some states maintain additional benefit programs for those claimants who exhaust regular benefits, and when applicable, extended benefits. Information on states that participate, and the extent of benefits paid, can be found starting on page 4-4 of this link, Extensions and Special Programs PDF. 7. Information on STC work sharing can be found starting on page 4-8 of the following link, Extensions and Special Programs PDF. 8. Totals include PUA unemployment for the appropriate corresponding week. Advanced state claims, not seasonally adjusted. Initial claims filed during week ended December 12. U.S. total 935,138. Insured unemployment for week ended December 5. U.S. total 5,492,701. Note: advance claims are not directly comparable to claims reported in prior weeks. Advance claims are reported by the state liable for paying the unemployment compensation, whereas previous weeks' reported claims reflect claimants by state of residence. In addition, claims reported as work-share equivalent in the previous week are added to the advance claims as a proxy for the current week's work-share equivalent activity. Seasonally adjusted US weekly UI claims. In thousands. Week ending December 12, 2020. Initial claims 885. Week ending December 5, 2020. Insured unemployment 5,508. Pandemic unemployment assistance claims, not seasonally adjusted. PUA initial claims filed during week ended December 12. U.S. total 455,037. PUA continued claims for week ended November 28. U.S. total 9,244,556. Note: information on the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance (PUA) program can be found in UIPL 16-20, PUA program information. Backdated claims may be included in these figures. Pandemic emergency unemployment compensation continued claims, not seasonally adjusted. PEUC claims filed during weeks ended November 28. U.S. total 4,801,408. Note, information on the Pandemic Emergency Unemployment Compensation (PEUC) program can be found in Unemployment Insurance Program Letter, UIPL 17-20, PEUC program information. Extended Benefits (EB) continued claims, not seasonally adjusted. EB claims filed during weeks ended November 28. U.S. total 693,598. Note, information on the EB program can be found here, EB program information. Initial claims filed during week ended December 5. Totals 956,473. Insured unemployment for week ended November 28. Totals 5,805,058. Figures appearing in columns showing over the week changes reflect all revisions in data for prior week submitted by state agencies. 1. The Unemployment Compensation Program for Federal Employees (UCFE) and the Unemployment Compensation for Ex-Service Members (UCX) exclude claims filed jointly under other programs to avoid duplication. 2. Rate is not seasonally adjusted. The source of U.S. total covered employment is BLS. Unadjusted initial claims for week ended December 5, 2020. States with an increase of more than 1,000. State change. State supplied comment. California plus 48,341. Layoffs in the services industry. Illinois plus 33,485. Layoffs in the other services, administrative and support and waste management and remediation services, wholesale trade, and retail trade industries. Texas plus 22,729. Layoffs in the accommodation and food services, manufacturing, and mining industries. Pennsylvania plus 16,955. Layoffs in the construction, accommodation and food services, administrative and support and waste management and remediation services, and transportation and warehousing industries. New York plus 16,814. Layoffs in the transportation and warehousing, accommodation and food services, and construction industries. Georgia plus 13,820. Layoffs in the manufacturing, accommodation and food services, administrative and support and waste management and remediation services, healthcare and social assistance, and trade industries. Kansas plus 8,639. Ohio plus 8,587. Virginia plus 8,048. Layoffs in the accommodation and food services industry. Florida plus 6,079. Layoffs in the agriculture, forestry, fishing and hunting, construction, wholesale trade, retail trade, and service industries. Wisconsin plus 5,562. Layoffs in the transportation and warehousing and administrative and support and waste management and remediation services industries. Iowa plus 4,755. Layoffs in the construction, manufacturing, educational services, and accommodation and food services industries. North Carolina plus 3,559. Layoffs in the administrative and support and waste management and remediation services, accommodation and food services, and manufacturing industries. New Jersey plus 3,479. Indiana plus 3,047. Oklahoma plus 2,627. Massachusetts plus 2,395. Washington plus 2,363. Layoffs in the agriculture, forestry, fishing and hunting, construction, retail trade, educational services, and health care and social assistance industries. Nevada plus 2,341. South Carolina plus 2,207. Missouri plus 1,974. Layoffs in the construction and administrative and support and waste management and remediation services industries. Colorado plus 1,916. Connecticut plus 1,847. Layoffs in the educational services, transportation and warehousing, and accommodation and food services industries. Arizona plus 1,793. Mississippi plus 1,702. West Virginia plus 1,431. Rhode Island plus 1,329. layoffs in the accommodation and food services, healthcare and social assistance, educational services, finance and insurance, and administrative and support and waste management and remediation services industries. New Hampshire, plus 1,105. Idaho, plus 1,084. Maine, plus 1,061. Layoffs in the accommodation and food services and construction industries. States with a decrease of more than 1,000. State, change. State supplied comment. Louisiana, minus 2,666. Kentucky, minus 1,151. Technical notes. This news release presents the weekly unemployment insurance (UI) claims reported by each state's unemployment insurance program offices. These claims may be used for monitoring workload volume, assessing state program operations, and for assessing labor market conditions. States initially report claims directly taken by the state liable for the benefit payments, regardless of where the claimant who filed the claim resided. These are the basis for the advance initial claims and continued claims reported each week. These data come from ETA 538, Advance Weekly Initial and Continued Claims Report. The following week initial claims and continued claims are revised based on a second reporting by states that reflect the claimants by state of residence. These data come from the ETA 539, Weekly Claims and Extended Benefits Trigger Data Report. A. Initial claims. An initial claim is a claim filed by an unemployed individual after a separation from an employer. The claimant requests a determination of basic eligibility for the UI program. When an initial claim is filed with a state, certain programmatic activities take place, and these result in activity counts, including the count of initial claims. The count of U.S. initial claims for unemployment insurance is a leading economic indicator because it is an indication of emerging labor market conditions in the country. However, these are weekly administrative data which are difficult to seasonally adjust, making the series subject to some volatility. B. Continued weeks claimed. A person who has already filed an initial claim and who has experienced a week of unemployment then files a continued claim to claim benefits for that week of unemployment. On a weekly basis, continued claims are also referred to as insured unemployment, as continued claims reflect a good approximation of the current number of insured unemployed workers filing for UI benefits. The count of U.S. continued weeks claimed is also a good indicator of labor market conditions. While continued claims are not a leading indicator, they roughly coincide with economic cycles at their peaks and lag at cycle troughs. They provide confirming evidence of the direction of the U.S. economy. C. Seasonal adjustments and annual revisions. Over the course of a year, the weekly changes in the levels of initial claims and continued claims undergo regularly occurring fluctuations. These fluctuations may result from seasonal changes in weather, major holidays, the opening and closing of schools, or other similar events. Because these seasonal events follow a more or less regular pattern each year, their influence on the level of a series can be tempered by adjusting for regular seasonal variation. These adjustments make trend and cycle developments easier to spot. At the beginning of each calendar year, the Bureau of Labor Statistics provides the Employment and Training Administration (ETA) with a set of seasonal factors to apply to the unadjusted data during that year. Concurrent with the implementation and release of the new seasonal factors, ETA incorporates revisions to the UI claims historical series caused by updates to the unadjusted data. U.S. Department of Labor news materials are accessible at http://www.dol.gov.